Nate, what do you think of the Game Awards? Because you were there. We were hanging out watching it. We were on stream for 3.5 hours.
We did watch it. I mean, after those first 15 minutes, you could have fallen asleep and not missed much because it opened with Sephiroth and then followed by Perfect Dark, and nothing else happened until Microsoft Flight Simulator was announced.
Yeah,
That's pretty much the towards the end.
And
I thought of MVG
the
during that part.
the show it still has so many pacing issues that they really need to find a way to resolve. Even like the Swedish chef who had human hands and was creepy as hell.
Creepy.
I laughed so hard.
I loved him.
it.
I was crying on stream when I was watching this guy. I don't know if that's maybe my humor. That's where it's been degraded to in 2020. Is that this guy, this Muppet, just basically talking about nothing. But I was absolutely crying with him, and I think also Red vs. Blue 2 also had me dying too.
That was good.
That was some good stuff.
It was like the show. They just need to make it a little more compact. We had that game from the Korean studio. What was it? Desert.
Yeah.
Crimson Desert. Yeah.
That was a long trailer.
Starts off
Yes.
good, and then all of a sudden you realize the trailer's about 10 minutes long, and as it kept going, the game got progressively worse looking.
They should have taken the page from CD Projekt Red with that one.
They should have stopped like
Just not showing up.
they should have stopped like 20 seconds in after you see the mountains and like that's the game. And then
Didn't you guys think that like there were so many spiritual successors to thing that we don't know if it's going to play? Like there's like the Left 4 Dead game, there was like the Dead Space game, there was like a lot. It's like it could be cool, but we don't know exactly what's. There was a lot of those.
Well, there was
games, so
there
it's
was a
hard to get
lot of
super excited about that, you know?
yeah, there was a lot of I felt like repetition in terms of like just a lot of zombie games, like zombie games, but you're medieval zombie games, but you're teenagers, zombie games, but you're in the future. It's like it was like the same type of games being presented over and over and over, and it started becoming really redundant and uninteresting.
Or they all looked like Destiny, and it was like the expansion of like, oh no, it's a futuristic shooter like on an ice planet with the same guns.
We
And
really
the same
needed that Silent Hill reveal. Needed it.
We had the Perfect Dark trailer.
We'll get the Perfect
They
Dark.
trolled us.
Debated
No, they
people.
trolled us.
Returnal.
They did. Oh, they did.
Returnal.
What was that game that we got trolled on? We thought it was Silent Hill.
Returnal.
It was Eternal.
Returnal.
Oh, it was the Karen Simulator game. Yeah, that game, man. I was just like,
He said the simulator.
that's a Karen Simulator. Looks like a Karen Simulator to me, man.
What? Oh, why, OJ? Why does it look like a carrot simulator?
She just looks like she just got upset. Was like, screw all this. Oh, it's just gonna tear everything up. It's just like a normal mom or something. She just said, I had enough.
It's so Last of Us Part 2 won like 7 awards.
Oh,
Well, Jordan's
is
not
anybody
here.
happy about that? I don't want to offend, but
I'm okay
some of
with
them-
it.
Some of them
But
make
game
sense.
direction was horrible. The fact that it got game direction, that's
Yes,
just
I will agree.
garbage. Just absolute garbage on that one.
Yeah, how did it win? How did it win for game direction? I'm a little
have no
confused on
idea.
that.
What
Now
won
I'm thinking
music?
about it.
Which one won music?
Final Fantasy one.
Final Fantasy one.
Okay, and that made sense.
It had Airbuster. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. Everybody.
Art direction included Ghost of Tsushima and Hades and Final Fantasy, right?
Ghost did win art, right?
I'm not
Didn't it?
sure. Did they?
Yeah,
I
Ghost
think
won
Ghost
art.
won art.
They won art. Okay,
That's the only thing
yeah.
it won.
got it.
Yep.
Oh, that's rough. That's so
Yeah,
rough.
Ghost should
Yeah.
have won art.
That's so rough.
It did win art. Yeah, I don't know.
Ghost didn't win much of it. I mean, it won. I know it won something. I just know it missed out on a lot of things I thought it was going to win.
Yeah, Last of Us winning the direction. Like, that was my main thing with Last of Us. It's like, you could keep the content and the story the exact same thing. You just should have told it in a completely different manner. Like, rearrange things, made it less sloppy, fix the pacing a little bit, omit certain parts. Like the actors and actresses, like who win, like when Laura Bailey won her role, like I get that. I can respect that. She went through hell to even portray a character like that and understood what she was kind of getting herself into. I don't think to that extreme in which she actually did, but for me personally, I just think that there was just a lot of like, people are just like, why are we here? We know how it's going to turn out,
Let's see. Okay, Game of the Year was Last of Us Part 2. Best score in music, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Best action adventure was Last of Us Part 2. Best
That
family
killed
game.
me. Oh.
Best family game was Animal Crossing.
fair.
Then we had debut game was Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Yep.
Phasmophobia, yeah.
Best performance, Laura Bailey. Best ongoing, No Man's Sky. Best sports racing.
That was a surprise.
It
for
was.
best performing.
He was surprised too. He's like, what?
Yeah.
What?
He was like, oh shit.
I didn't have a speech.
He had
No
a
Man's
beer in his
Sky.
hand.
Best sports racing was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That's good. That's good to see. Best VR AR was Half-Life Alex. That seems obvious. Best action was Hades.
That was great.
Oh, best art direction was Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the only thing I won, I think, though.
Best narrative. The best narrative was Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Best multiplayer was Among Us. I don't think Among Us came out this year though.
It came out 2 years ago.
Came out 2 years ago.
2018.
They did have like a delayed release on the PC version though, because it was originally on mobile. But that was cool because someone was telling me it started with 3 of them. Each one of the original 3 made over like $150 million piece.
Wow.
What?
From it, yeah.
Good for them.
There's 4 of them now, and they were like crying, like they were not.
Yeah,
they
had me. They had my heartstrings
cool,
for
dude.
sure. It was really nice watching their
The
work. You
mobile
could tell.
ads, everyone's downloading it, so you get the ad revenue just blitzing them. So that's why they're making all the money.
Good for them.
I'm very happy for them. Yeah. This is the Henry Stickmin team, right? Isn't it the guys who did the Henry Stickmin series? I think with the little stick figure guys that used to be on
This is Newgrounds, right?
Newgrounds.
Newgrounds was the place back in the day.
Yeah.
Games for Impact was Tell Me Why. Best audio design, Last of Us Part 2. Best role playing game, Final Fantasy VII Remake. By the way, Xenoblade wasn't up there.
Nope.
It wasn't.
Just wanted to point that out. Okay.
I didn't even realize that it wasn't up
Feels
there
bad,
until you just
man.
pointed that out.
That was a great game too.
It'll never be there. They'll never nominate Xenoblade for anything.
Yeah, they put Persona 5 Royal in there, Genshin Impact, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon, alongside Final Fantasy VII
Still
Remake.
haven't played Yakuza Like a Dragon. I love the Yakuza series, but
Oh, you like it? It's good.
that's one of the games I want to play. But I'm glad. It was a hard race, man, because like there were good games. Like Final Fantasy like Remake. We waited a long time for this game, and I think it came through. Like I don't want to say it was the perfect game, but it wasn't no Cyberpunk. You know, like you got the game that you bought for. You got the experience. You enjoyed it. I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan and Final Fantasy fan, and period. And I can say without a doubt, I was afraid of the game because after Final Fantasy 15 was kind of a letdown in the beginning. After all the DLC is now better. So I was worried that Final Fantasy VII Remake might do something similar, but I think they came through. The wait was worth it. And so it was such a really heavy, impactful game. But then there came out, The Last of Us 2 was out. And then Hades came out of nowhere and was just also amazing. And then you got Ghost of Tsushima as well that's been killing it. So it was a really, really tough roster for those games.
I think the next game in the series, Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 or whatever, I think that'll have actually a better chance at Game of the Year than this one did, because it'll be more, they can do what they want kind of thing now. So they can do whatever.
More Sephiroth.
I'm so excited to see where they go with that.
Open it up a bit.
Yeah.
Just a bit,
They don't have to follow a script anymore. They can just, all right, that's how we're going to do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. You can actually have like party members that don't leave for like 40% of the game. Like 50% of the game. I'm like, I'm having fun, and
I love the whole was it Don Corneo
Corneo.
Yeah, and the way they the voice acting, Aerith, I think she was probably my favorite in terms of the game. I loved her so much.
I loved her her impressions. Yeah.
Best sim strategy, Microsoft Flight Simulator. You go MVG. Yep.